Dr. Ross, kind of tell me a little bit about how this whole thing came about with the cat.
The cat came in yesterday through animal control, brought in a stray cat. As soon as it came in through receiving, we scanned the microchip to see if the cat had a microchip. We scanned for a microchip. The cat did have a microchip. We reunited a cat with the owner after 8 years. Me personally, I would have probably given up on my cat, but the lady said she never gave up. She's been watching, waiting for the cat to come home, and it's been a successful story.
Have you seen any of this before? Have you ever seen something this long?
Not this long. Maybe a year, a few months, but 8 years. This is the longest I've ever seen.
Tell me the process of microchipping. It looked pretty easy.
The process of microchipping, all you do is bring your cat or dog into the shelter, wait for maybe 5 minutes to get paperwork intake, and it's pretty much like a vaccine. Needle goes under the skin, inserts a microchip, and that's it. That's the simplicity of getting a microchip.
Now, how important is it to not just have a microchip, but keep your information on the microchip updated?
The good thing about here at the shelter, we update the microchip for you. The microchip company that we use, it automatically puts in, we update it before you leave the building, and you're in the database. All you have to do is go online and keep the information accurate. If you change residence, just change the microchip information at that time.
How often does something like that happen? Someone move out and realize, you get a chip in here and hey, we got them, but we no longer have a phone number, we no longer have an address or anything like that.
That's almost 40% of the time. We get pets with microchips, but the owners fail to get them updated. So that is something I definitely recommend strongly. If you do get a microchip, make sure you get it updated, because 40% of the animals within the shelter have microchips, but they're not registered to an owner.
All right. And what about the cost and something like that?
Here at the shelter, the cost of a microchip is $25, and that is for the microchip to be inserted and everything, as well as getting registered.
All right. Some water. What?
Hang on.
The door first down.
Is that you? Hi, baby. No, not there. Okay.
Over there.
Pretty green eyes. Oh, you can't come out. I'm sorry. You good, kitty?
Oh, pretty cat. And a good size for feral too.
Hang on. Inside-outside cat.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the neighbors trapped him. Hey, you. Come here, look up here.
No, look down here, we're gonna get out.
Do you not like the camera? Does it show your fat side? Pretty kitty. Pretty kitty.
Come here.
You're about to jump out.
Yeah.
Hey, I do want to ask you what happened to my friend Bert.
Bert? Oh,
Yeah, he used to be.
yeah, he's no longer with us.
Okay. Hold him tight. Oh, you're a good girl. I Teddy, I'll go to eat.
All right, so we always scan them on intake just to make sure he doesn't have a microchip. We're just gonna scan him again. All right, good boy. Okay, you hold him, Preston.
Let me know if I'm not giving you enough.
No, is that the chip there,
This is the chip. It's about the size of a grain of rice, which I can show you if we push it out. It's encased in glass.
Okay.
It's just a little bit of copper.
Oh, hang on.
Oh.
Hang on this. Okay. It's just that little piece of like,
Yep,
copper?
it's basically the size of a grain of rice. I can get it all the way out for you.
No, that's right. Okay.
So, and it just goes underneath the skin. It's very simple. So we're just going to stick it right in our syringe, which they come preloaded, but there we go. Okay. All right, getting closer. All right, you got him. So we just scruff him. We get a little bit of skin and quick poke. Good boy. And we push the plunger. We pull back. Make sure we hold it off. I can feel the chip right here. And now he's microchip. That easy.
Okay, I'm gonna let you take this home with you.
I scan and vaccinate every animal that comes in the shelter.
Yeah.
She was scanned. We contacted the microchip company and they gave us your information. But does this little face right here look familiar? She's a little bit bigger. She might be a little scared from being in here, but she's so sweet.
Oh, hi, do you remember me, Chloe? It's been a long time. Me, yeah.
She remembers you. She remembers you.
Oh, Chloe, hi. We missed you. We didn't know where you were. How did you get so far from home? Oh, and the neighbors missed you. They've got cat treats waiting for you. Yeah, everybody missed you. You must have found another family.
That's what my assumption
Because-
is.
yeah.
So
Size.
probably took
How
her
was she in size compared to their?
She's a little larger. There's a picture of her. She's not, well, she is pretty much a little larger. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you
Oh,
like
be
me?
sweet.
Okay.
It's a scary place in here.
Yeah. She used to love Nip anyway. I mean, she doesn't.
Well, if you're ready, we'll put her in the carrier.
Sure.
You want me to get that for you? Hi, sweetheart.
You want to go home? You want to go to the vet first and then home? It's going to be a
Now,
rest of a scary
upon-
day. Then it'll be fine.
I know, sweetheart. I know. I'm not taking your food.
Are you sure?
In we go, big girl. Come on, honey. There you go, sweetheart. Alright. And then what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to give you this.
Okay.
And do you want me to vaccinate her because she thought she was feral? They held off on vaccinating, make sure they could handle
I'm
her.
going to take her straight to the vet right now.
Are you
so
sure?
Yeah. Oh, I'm absolutely
Okay,
sure.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So this is going to be for you.
Okay.
All right. Would you like?
What is your name?
I'm Linda Barry.
Linda B-A-R-Y?
B-A-R-R-Y.
L-I-N-D-A?
That's it.
Linda, tell me about this cat.
Well, Chloe just arrived at my house probably 10 years ago, and she just hung around, so I adopted her and had her spayed and had a microchip put in. And she stayed for about 2 years, and she was the joy of the neighborhood. She visited with all my neighbors. They had cat treats for her. She just enjoyed herself. And one day she was gone. So I put out flyers. I went door to door, and no sign of Chloe anywhere. So I finally eventually gave up after a long period of time. Well, yesterday afternoon, the microchip company called, and after 8 years, they had found Chloe, and she's at the Montgomery County Animal Shelter. So she's coming home after 8 years, and all of my neighbors are excited. I posted it on Facebook, and I think there's about 30 notices on Facebook with people commenting about Chloe coming home. So microchip your pet.
Tell me a little about the time, when you did have her. You
When
were
we
talking
did
about
have-
neighbors and everything else. That she was a neighborhood cat.
Well, Chloe really likes everybody in the neighborhood, and she would go over to my next door neighbor in the morning when they were sitting outside having their coffee, and she'd get in the swing with them and glide back and forth, and they kept cat treats for her. Then a neighbor a little farther down talks about how at Christmas time they were loading in all of the things for Christmas, and they looked up, and all of a sudden Chloe was sitting on their chair in their dining room ready for Christmas dinner. So she was very popular. And then my very next door neighbor, she would go over and meow and scratch at her back door and want to come in. And she would come into her favorite chair and sit and wait and be petted. And then she'd walk back out again. And if she didn't get up, she would just keep meowing until she got up and let her in. So everybody's ready for Chloe to come home.
What do you think? I mean, when you got the phone call yesterday. You know, you saw the number. You said you didn't recognize the number at first.
That's true. I saw the number. I normally don't answer numbers that I don't know, but I decided, oh, what the heck. So I answered it. And the gentleman said that he was from the Microchip company. And they'd found my cat. And I said, what cat? And they said, well, do you have a cat named Chloe? And I said, well, I did 8 years ago. And they said, well, she's at the Montgomery County Animal Shelter. So at any rate, we're glad that Chloe's coming home.
Can you believe it?
No, no, we can't believe that it's Chloe after all these years.
I mean, you get a phone call like that, what were we thinking all night long? Oh my gosh.
Well, at first I was really sure it was some kind of scam. You know, you just think, who could have, but when they knew her name, that her name was Chloe, I knew it had to be real. So.
How do you spell her name?
C-H-L-O-E.
Eloise, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you. I know you're so happy.
Wait, I can't believe after 8 years.
8 years.
8 years. She's been gone 8 years.
You never gave up on her.
Well, you know, I did. I mean, you know, you think they're gone after a year or so. In fact, I had to run out yesterday and buy, you know, a new litter box, cat food, you know, all those, and a carrier, all those kind of things.
Did she recognize you?
She seems to. She seems to. But I'm sure she's been with another family. I mean, she's chubbier than she was when she left. But I can't imagine she's been eating field mice to get chubbier.
Not this, not for 8 years.
Not for 8 years. So do you think maybe she's been somewhere? We have no idea how she disappeared. I'm kind of wondering if she got in like the back of a pickup truck and somebody, because she was very friendly. You know, so she got in the back of the pickup truck, somebody drove to wherever they went, she got out, and her ride home left, and so there she was, wherever she ended up. I'm guessing, I have no idea, who knows. Could you tell us the story? Could you?
I'm pretty sure when she gets home, she's going to have a lot of stories for you.
I'm pretty sure she is, too. I'm a laid-back kind of cat, or I was. There you go.
Chloe.
Chloe, ready to go?
You listening to you.